All right, so here we go, episode 2 of Gay by Gay. So I guess let's get right into this. We're going to start by introducing the first of our gays. So Aliyah, hello.
Hello.
Tell us a little bit about yourself, huh?
My name's Aliyah. I am 19 years of age. I am a lesbian. I've lived in Canada all my life. I am 4 feet 11 inches. There's a 0.8 on that, but almost 5 feet.
You gotta save every inch. When you're as short as you are, you just gotta save every single inch possible.
Savor the inch.
Savor the inch. Oh God,
inch.
no, Charli, she's gay. She doesn't savor the inch.
Oh yeah, I forgot. I'm sorry, Leah.
My girlfriend savors the inch.
Jesus.
Damn.
Yes, I have not grown since I was 12. I am a performer. I am training to be a professional dancer. I'd hope to be on Broadway one day and performing anywhere I can because my life is best lived on a stage. I love comedy. One of my favorite TV shows is The Office.
Don't get her started, please.
I am obsessed. Whole episode coming about that one day. Yeah, if I'm being serious and having a brain for once, I like to write poetry. I like to talk about all types of music. Love puns. Yeah, that's basically everything about me.
Wow, so in-depth. I love it.
I'm so in-depth. It's very, very complex.
All right. So I guess this is where Charli and I take over and we roast this fool a little bit to let you know what she's actually like because she's giving a good description of herself. So Charli and I are here to tell you how it actually is.
So, let me just say this. Aliyah's my biggest inspiration. I love her. But she's a little too spicy for my taste.
Spicy?
Yeah. You're like...
Spicy? Like...
You're spicy short.
Spicy short. Spicy shortbread.
No. I don't think that's how that works.
Another aspect of my personality, I love Christmas so much. It is... Christmas is my everything. My favorite holiday, my favorite time of year.
Aliyah, Christmas would be your religion if it could be.
I am Christian. So
Christmas!
I mean, I'm not wrong. To describe Aliyah, okay, here we go, Charli. Well, you know, for me, it's the dating an abusive ex-boyfriend, even though she knows she's gay for many years. That's what it is for me.
It's the saying you're just friends with a girl, like, a month after breaking up with your boyfriend, and then dating her 5 days later for me.
You know, it's the not wanting to come out as gay, but also very obviously being gay because you've been in love with blonde cheerleaders from the time that I've known you from when you were 12, for me.
Oh, blonde girls, man. Oh, blonde girls.
Girls in bikinis on roller skates?
In outer space.
Oh,
my gosh. If I'm going to roast myself. It's the buying my girlfriend a promise ring before I ask her to be my girlfriend for me.
Some things are just meant to be. No, in all sincerity, I feel like, to describe Aliyah, it's like a weirdly intellectual airhead. We're like, no, I mean this in the best way possible, but it's just kind of one of those, like, if you were to meet her for the first time, she sounds like an absolute Karen Smith. She sounds like she absolutely does not know anything that she's talking about. You know, she has a weird fifth sense. You know, she has ESPN. She can tell when it's already raining. Like, she sounds like that type of person. But she's actually very, very deep. Like, she thinks very deeply. And, you know, she does like more high intellectual stuff. You know, she likes poetry. She likes art. All that sort of stuff. But first impression, the puns come through.
Oh,
yeah.
puns.
The puns. Oh, the donkey laugh.
Yeah, and then like,
Hey.
snarkle.
You'll hear it.
Aliyah's donkey laugh is probably one of my favorite things about her. Every time she starts laughing, it sets me off just because her laugh is like the best thing on the planet. And I wait for the day that she just full on lets loose on the podcast and everybody gets to hear the majesty that is your real, true laugh.
Like,
a real laugh.
The joke will be funny, and then Aliyah will laugh, and then it makes it like 20 times more funny.
Exactly. It just elevates the entire joke into like best ever territory, you know?
Here's how just to describe me. Brain do big think, body do big clown. Small clown. Yeah. I am tiny. Pocket.
I mean, pretty accurate.
Pocket buddy.
Like, Aliyah's pretty, like, academically smart.
Oh, God,
but, like,
yeah. She used to tell me that her favorite subject was pre-cal, so we already know that she's the devil in disguise.
I love math. I got 100% on my report card in Latin once. That was pretty fun.
So again, like exceedingly smart, and yet somehow her English never fails to fail. You know what I mean? Like,
Never fails to fail?
Exactly. It never fails to fail. It just completely, it's like Led Zeppelin falls over like a lead balloon.
Yeah.
Not that Led Zeppelin actually did, but just that's what was predicted, and that's where the name of the band came from.
Many years of speech therapy.
Aliyah kind of reminds me of the Hindenburg disaster, where everything just goes down in flames and people are screaming, and, you know, that's Aliyah as a person.
Aliyah's the type to be, like, say she's trapped in a really deep hole, and there's a ladder sitting right there, but she will still try and climb her way to the top.
There's something poetic about that yearning, though. You know.
That's you, in a nutshell.
Yeah, true. I like to perform a lot. My life is a character, and that's how I want it. I don't want it any other way. Yeah.
So I guess realistically, going over how both Charli and I know you, for me, I started off as Aliyah's dance instructor, actually. She was, like, literally the first person to ever walk into my classroom when I started teaching dance when I was 16. Aliyah was my first student. She was, like, 12 years old. And I remember her being, like, the most shy, scared, like, person on the planet. Like, she could not even look me in the eye, quite honestly. She was so terrified of me. And I just remember sitting there thinking, oh, you know, she's a cute kid. And then over time, her real personality came out, and I went, oh, this is a special one, isn't it? Yep, all right.
What kind of
she's
special?
Well, I mean,
kinds of special.
I wouldn't be too concerned because I have claimed you as my own at this point.
Sure,
So,
yeah.
I mean, you can't be too worried about my
Yeah.
thoughts. And then, Charli, you met Aliyah, again, through dance, actually. Because Charli came to us a couple years after Aliyah joined us. Charli joined the dance team as well,
Yeah.
and, you know,
I thought Aliyah was 12 years old, but she was like 15.
When I say, you know, I met Aliyah when she was 12. She has grown no taller ever since. Like, yes, her face has matured somewhat, but the rest of it is the exact same, including, like, the mental state. You know, nothing else has matured. Just her face. That's it.
My eyes have gotten worse, but that's about it.
Oh, that's another good description of Aliyah. Blind, deaf, and dumb.
Literally.
Yeah. I just thought Aliyah was like this most amazing dancer I've ever seen. And then I saw her cry and freak out over a solo that I thought was absolutely perfect.
Yeah.
So,
I'm a Libra.
I'm a fucking Libra.
party.
We are perfectionists here.
Oh,
Yeah, man.
completely. So, yeah, I guess with you, Aliyah, going all the way back, because this is your introduction episode, why don't you tell us a little bit about your formative years?
My formative years. In a serious way or a gay way?
I mean, however you want to.
Mixture.
Let's start with gay stuff, because I feel gay today.
Honey, you're gay every day
I'm
because
gay
you
every
are a
day.
lesbian.
I know, but some days you just feel more gay than others. And I'm feeling extra gay today. So when I was, how old was I, 13, 14? When I came out as bi for the first time.
Yeah, I remember you. It was probably like a year or two after you had started dancing with me, and you had kind of walked in one day, and you had kind of, you know, you were avoiding me a little bit, and I wasn't quite sure what was going on. It was obvious, like, something was going on in your noggin, and I just remember you pacing around the dance room before everyone else arrived, and I remember looking up at you and just asking you, what's wrong with you?
Yeah.
And you looked at me, and I looked at you, and the next thing I know, the lips started wobbling, and the eyes filled with tears, and I went, oh, God, here we go. And next thing I know, all I hear is, as she starts to cry. So, you know, that was fun.
That is how I cry, by
Yeah.
the way.
And all she would say to me is, you're gonna hate me.
Oh,
And I
God.
said, Aliyah, number one, why would I hate you? And number two, I don't think I could ever hate you even if I wanted to. And it took a little bit of convincing, but eventually you came out and said, I have a girlfriend.
Yeah. I came out as bi when I was like, 13, 14. Dated one of my best friends for over a year as a child. But yeah, and then I went on to date two boys in my high school career. God.
High school.
Dated one boy off and on for like 3 years, and then in the middle of it, said, listen to She by Dottie.
Dodie. I don't know.
Listen to She by Dodie one night, started crying, and said to myself, hey, think you're a lesbian.
Lesbianism.
Yes, that's how we came out. That's how I came out to myself. And then I called my boyfriend up, said, hey, I don't want to date anymore because I think I'm gay. Yeah. So that happened. 5 days later, I met my girlfriend now. And we started dating like about a month after that. And I came out as a lesbian to my parents by going to Walmart with one of my best friends, the same best friend that I dated, bought men's shirts, showed them to my mom, and my mom said, what are those for? And I said, to pick up women. And that's how I came out to my mom. I came out to Abby and Charli on the same day. We were in the car together, and I was I wasn't nervous about it because I knew they would accept me. But I was
You definitely didn't want to say it. Like, I remember it took a little bit of cajoling because you were like, I have big news.
Yeah.
And I remember Charli and I were both like, whatever you have to say to us, like, it's fine. Just come out and say it. Like, you know, we're not going to judge you or anything. Yeah. And, again, it took a little bit of convincing, but eventually she just kind of, you know, started to cry a little bit again and goes, I'm gay. And
I didn't cry.
Me and Abby both look at each other.
You were about to.
I was about
you were
to cry.
You kept saying, oh my God, I'm going to cry. Oh my God.
Oh my God, I'm going to cry. But yeah, eventually she just said, I'm gay. And, you know, I think Charli and I both kind of paused for a minute.
And we both went, we know.
My whole reaction, I was waiting for her to say something else. I was waiting for her to say, you know, she wanted to transition or something, but that never came. It was just like, I'm gay. And, you know, I sit there and I pause and I'm waiting for the rest of it. And eventually I think I just kind of looked into the rearview mirror at her in the back seat and I went, is that it? And she goes, what do you mean is that it? And I was like, oh, I'm sorry. I thought this was actual like big news that I didn't already know. And she goes, what do you mean you already knew? And I was like, oh, honey.
Yeah.
See, the thing about Aliyah.
Oh, God.
You know, she kind of started to come out of the closet a little bit when she was 12, when she dated her first girlfriend. And then immediately went right back into the closet and went, nope, I'm straight.
Yep, never.
Well, here's the thing. You never fully went back into the closet, to be fair.
Her boyfriend looked like a girl.
Oh, I want to tell this story. Oh, my gosh. I met that boyfriend who I was with for almost 4 years. When I was 15, we met through mutual friends at the mall. And there was this one girl I liked at school. And I would see her in the hallways sometimes and be like, oh, she's so pretty. She was tall-ish, had short, brown, curly, wavy-ish hair. And I just thought she was the bee's knees. Had such a crush on her. I barely could look at her. She was so pretty. And I had found out her name through some more of my mutual friends. And I was talking to one of my friends at the mall while the boy I dated was around me. And he goes, oh, her? I know her. And I go, oh, that's cool. And he said, do you want me to ask her if she's gay? He knew that she was straight, but he wanted to talk to me. And the thing about this boy was he looked exactly like the girl I had a crush on.
I still remember you, Aliyah, telling me that at the time, the way she introduced this girl to me, she said, Abby, this girl that I've got a crush on, she is like the prettiest girl in the world.
Yep.
And, you know, I knew that she had a crush on this girl, and Aliyah kept telling me, oh, I think she's straight. And I was like, ooh, this is going to lead to heartbreak.
Yeah.
And then the next thing I know, she says that she's become friends at the time with this boy, and she goes, Abby, this boy looks like the prettiest girl in the world.
He did.
Just because he looked just like this girl you had a crush on, and that's literally how you ended up dating him, because he looked like the girl she had a crush on at the time.
Yeah, yep. Not my finest memories, but yeah, he looked like a girl to me, so I had a crush on him, and that's a lot of the reasons why I was attracted to him.
I mean, he's a little spaghetti noodle.
He is a little spaghetti noodle. But yeah, we dated off and on horribly. Was not fun, you know, how when you're gay and you date boys sometimes and you just kind of have to find out that that's not That's not what love's supposed to feel like.
I think the thing that killed me the most is that literally everybody around you knew that we knew that you weren't even bi. We knew you were gay. Like, we knew you were gay. And, you know, I would tell you all the time, because Aliyah would send me pictures of girls and videos of girls and go, Abby, isn't this girl so beautiful? And I would send her messages and I would be like, dude, don't you have a boyfriend? And she would just respond with, yeah, I know, but.
Yeah.
And it confuses me to this day how you did not realize you were gay when literally every other person around you knew. And, like, every single person you came out to had the same reaction of, yeah, and?
Yeah.
You're gay? Yeah, and?
Apparently everyone just bypassed that boyfriend experience. Like, they were like, yeah, we know that you're a lesbian. Did you not?
It was literally a phase for you.
Yeah, the boys were the phase.
Yeah. Like, my phase right now is bangs.
Yeah.
Hers is boys.
Mine was boys at one
The
point.
two Bs.
Bangs and boys.
But yeah, thankfully out of that place now, came out in July. It is now October. So I only came out a little while ago. Like, this wasn't, I'm not years established.
You came out officially, but you've been out.
Yeah. Realistically, I think it was that, first week of September when you officially came out to your mom and to me and to Charlie.
September.
Yeah, like that kind of first week of September, if you remember, because we went up to my cabin at the time. And it was on the car ride up there because you wouldn't even tell us in the city. Like, it wasn't until we were on the... I don't know if you thought we were going to, like, kick you out of the car or something.
It was, like, until we, like, passed McPhillips.
Yeah, like, we were well on our way to my cabin. But, yeah, it was just kind of one of those things where, you know, I think everyone knew. And even as you started coming out to other people, you know, everyone else was just like... I remember there's one other girl that you danced with, and her reaction was just... You know, you didn't even tell her you were gay. All you had said was, oh, I broke up with my boyfriend. And she goes, oh, don't worry. You'll meet a nice girl soon.
Yeah. Oh, gosh.
You didn't even need to come out to her. Like, she just knew. She just knew, you know?
Yeah, should have known I was gay, especially, there's this one girl in the city that we go to dance competitions with. She's a little bit older than I am. And she's this really, really pretty blonde girl, and she is... perfect. And as a little child, not a little child, like maybe like a teenager.
You started competing at what, 14?
Yeah. I was like, Abby, this girl, she's
every
so pretty all the time.
Every year, every season, every single competition we would go to, every time she would see her and, you know, she would give me the face.
Yes.
It didn't matter. If I was standing across the room and this girl entered the room, I would look over at Aliyah and she would, you know, be staring at this girl, and then she would just pan over to me with these giant puppy dog eyes, and I'm just like, ooh, girl, you got it bad. All right.
Her pupils just dilated and there's just
She's
sparkle in her
so
eyes.
pretty.
The endorphins just started, you know. She just started
it was
like her everything.
She's so pretty.
And Aliyah had no idea she was gay.
No idea.
No idea.
That girl gave her more of a rush than coffee did.
Yeah. Yeah, but had no idea I was gay.
Had no clue.
Yeah, just hit me one day.
Completely out of it. Yeah, completely missed the mark.
She talked to her once, and Aliyah almost peed herself.
Oh, yes. It was right before I went on stage. She had come off stage. She looks at me, and she goes, like, break a leg, like, do well on stage. And I went out on stage and fell so hard it looked like it broke my ankle.
Yeah. It was bad enough the entire audience gasped and just waited for her to lay there and, like, expected someone to come and have to pick her up off the dance floor.
Yeah, that was...
Yeah, the death of Aliyah.
That's just how much it flustered her, you know, just that simple, oh, you know, break a leg, just common dancer speak for, I hope you do well out there, and it just flustered her so much that it completely fucked her up.
That was my moment of gay panic. Oh, man.
So, yeah, that's kind of Aliyah in a nutshell. That's Aliyah's little introduction here. So, yeah, there you have it. This is the gay Christmas self that we know and love.
Gay Christmas self, shorts, blind, deaf, and dumb.
My personal pocket buddy.
Personal pocket buddy, clown boy for you to laugh at. Yeah.
But we love you anyway.
Yeah.
We really do.
You guys too.
All right. So, in the next episode, I guess we're going to be talking about one of the two remaining, and you'll just have to wait and see who we're going to be talking about next. So, all right. That brings us to the end of this episode, guys. Thank you so much for listening, and
take it gay. Bye. Gay.
Yeah. Talk to you next time.
Bye.